How to deal with midlife marital crisis. In middle age, marriage emotions enter a period of exhaustion, and crises arise. But are middle-aged marriages really so fragile? If this is the case, then how should we resolve this middle-aged marriage itch? In recent years, the emotional crisis of middle-aged people has attracted social attention, and the problem of high divorce rates among middle-aged people has become increasingly prominent. When men and women in the small circle of marriage encounter the big circle of society, what does it mean to be flirtatious? Body or soul? What does it mean to gain? And what does it mean to lose? As the pages of the diary are turned over, people are no longer entangled and persistent, and people's eyes are looking farther away. Bofrey Nix said, "Marriage is a book. The first chapter of the book is beautiful poetry, and the rest is plain prose." The middle-aged marriage itch has become a must-have in many people's lives. In recent years, novels and TV series on this subject have emerged one after another, and they have become popular, such as the new work, Hydrangea Diary by Junichi Watanabe, the master of Japanese love literature and the spokesperson of modern Japanese men, and the film and television writer Lee Yuliu's Hydrangea Diary. The novel and TV series Double-Sided Tape, Chinese-Style Divorce and New Marriage Era by marriage novel writer Wang Hailu. Wang Haiyu, a well-known writer of marriage and emotional novels, said that China's middle-aged marriage crisis is actually more serious than that abroad. Some experts have made statistics that July and August every year are the peak period for divorce in China. Most of the people who come to register for divorce are middle-aged couples, especially in August. The reason is that many marriages have actually broken down long ago, but in order for their children to have a relatively peaceful environment to enter college, the couple often choose to temporarily maintain the marriage and wait until the children have finished their college entrance examination before divorcing. In middle age, marriage emotions enter a period of exhaustion, and crises arise. Crisis 1, the wife is hurt, but the husband doesn't feel anything. Crisis 2, lack of communication after marriage. One party turns to extramarital affairs or extramarital affairs. Crisis 3, children grow up and leave home, leaving the family empty. In fact, middle-aged couples should calmly get through these midlife emotional crises with a normal mind. Marriage may be long-lasting or short-lived. No matter how long it takes, you should treat this time well, this time beautifully, this time brilliantly. Here are some suggestions from psychological experts. Middle-aged women should have self-respect, self-love, pay attention to self-care and improve their self-cultivation. Middle-aged men are the backbone of the family. They must not let down the expectations of the whole family and shoulder their responsibilities bravely. When one spouse's life patterns or behavior are abnormal, the other spouse should find out the reasons as soon as possible and use persuasion and gentle methods to deal with conflicts and problems in the bud. Marriage should be viewed with a normal mind, not too sacred, but also not too frivolous. Under normal circumstances, middle-aged couples should not divorce if they can avoid divorce. Both husband and wife should work hard to adapt to each other, rather than forcefully change them. The other party. When you are emotionally impulsive, it may be better to take a cold approach. Arguments between husband and wife due to conflicts can actually be seen as a kind of emotional catharsis. Because after venting their emotions, the suppressed emotions of both parties were relieved. The party that compromises should receive psychological compensation in other aspects of life, such as receiving affirmation, praise, etc. In quarrels, it is better to learn to master coping mechanisms, compromise, agreement, and taking turns to take charge. However, it is emphasized that long-term unilateral compromise is not conducive to the maintenance of the relationship between husband and wife, because it will affect one party's emotions for a long time. Negative impact. Alright, this part of the story ends here.
Want to know what happened next? Let's listen to the breakdown next time.